We are back in action. For about 2 weeks, we were missing in action. But behind the scenes, we were keenly and actively following the current political situation in the country. And we even made attempts at reaching out to these top Kenyan politicians to understand their political games going towards 2027. And without any fear of contradiction, let me state this very clearly. The political playing field is still open. It has not been closed. We might experience very strange political formations as we head toward 2027. I won't be surprised to find Raila Odinga and maybe Rigathi in one camp, or even William Ruto with Rigathi in one camp. Anything is still possible. The political playing field is still open. And on our part, let me promise that we are going to bring you a detailed analysis, unbiased analysis on the current political situation in the country. We are not going to take sides. We are going to call it as it is. If the government is getting it right or wrong, we will state that very clearly here. If the opposition is getting it right or wrong, we will also state that very clearly here. So be rest assured that you'll get a well-balanced political analysis from us going forward. Let's now have a look at our today's analysis. The Star Kenya a few hours ago carried out a very interesting story. Former Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i on April 29 joined key opposition figures, including ex-Deputy President Rigathi for a crucial meeting as they firm up their 2027 plans. This was Matiang'i's first ever public meeting with Gachagwa's camp, ending speculations about his political allegiance ahead of 2027. The high-stakes meeting in Nairobi is part of a series of high-profile engagements organized by the opposition as part of early efforts to build a national movement ahead of the 2027 general elections. And from that photo there, we are seeing on my right Mukisa Kitui, Matiang'i, Kalonzo, Karua, Rigathi, Eugene Wamalwa, Justin Muturi, and Mithika Linturi. Those are the key opposition figures. And from that photo, I won't be wrong to say Matiang'i might be warming up to the opposition. And then also if you look at the boardroom sitting photo and the sitting arrangement, we are seeing Kalonzo at the top. And then on Kalonzo's right, we are seeing Karua. On his left, we are seeing Justin Muturi. The seating arrangement is most definitely designed to confuse Kenyans, because ordinarily we know that all this is regarding Gachagwa's political schemes against Ruto. So naturally, Rigathi ought to be sitting where Kalonzo Musyoka is sitting. Something tells me very strongly the seating arrangement was just placed that way to confuse Kenyans. And then if you look at Fred Matiang'i, look at his sitting style. Something tells me very strongly Matiang'i was forced into this meeting just for the camera. There is no pen or paper in front of Fred Matiang'i. While we are seeing that all those others have got pens and papers in front of them. So Matiang'i here clearly might have been forced into that meeting for the purpose of a camera. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand in clear terms what's happening here politically. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. A few days ago at a televised live interview, Rigathi Gachagua made it clear to Kenyans that come 2027, he will be on the presidential ballot if the opposition leaders will allow him contest, if the leaders will nominate him. But if the leaders will not nominate him, then they will support one leader from the opposition. That was Rigathi Gachagua about 2 days ago at a televised live interview. Kalonzo Musyoka is also on record saying come 2027, he will contest for the presidency. And on the part of Matiang'i, we also know Matiang'i has also laid out an elaborate strategy to contest for the presidency come 2027. And Matiang'i's bid was influenced by the Gen Z protests, the Gen Z revolution, because at the height of the Gen Z protests, they mentioned Matiang'i as a leader they can vote for. That's how Matiang'i most definitely got that interest of contesting for the presidency. If you look at these top opposition leaders, the person we can say has that strong push coming from Gen Z or coming from those who are on the streets protesting, that's Fred Matiang'i. With Kalonzo Musyoka, Kalonzo might be having a strong urge or push from his Kamba community. Rigathi might be having a strong urge or push from his Kikuyu community. But if you look at somebody like Matiang'i, Matiang'i is getting that push from Kenyans. Kenyans, irrespective of their tribal affiliations, they are pushing for Matiang'i's candidature. And that's why I still maintain that the best candidates who can easily send William Ruto home come 2027 is not Rigathi Gachagua, not Kalonzo Musyoka, not any other leader, but Fred Matiang'i. I'm excluding Raila Odinga because I suppose or I believe Raila might be currently in government. But if you look at the remaining opposition leaders, the leader who can give William Ruto a run for his money, a leader who has got a chance of even defeating William Ruto, that's Fred Matiang'i. And if these opposition leaders are really fed up and tired of Ruto, supporting Matiang'i can actually make their dreams come true. A dream of eventually sending William Ruto home. With a Matiang'i's candidature, I think Kenyans, maybe for the first time, might not vote along ethnic lines. Kenyans across board, irrespective of their tribal backgrounds, they might vote for Matiang'i. But with a Kalonzo's candidature, there are some tribes that will clearly reject Kalonzo because he's a Kamba. Same to Rigathi Gachagua. Some communities will clearly reject Rigathi Gachagua because he is a Kikuyu. But with Matiang'i, I don't think that will happen because Matiang'i does not have that strong ethnic backing coming from his Kisii backyard. And that's why Matiang'i's advisors should advise him not to come out or to appear as a Kisii candidate. The moment Matiang'i will appear as a Kisii candidate, some Kenyans will start hating him because he'll come out as a Kisii candidate. So to the Kisii leaders supporting Matiang'i, let them not make Matiang'i appear as a Kisii candidate. Let Matiang'i be supported or be endorsed by leaders from maybe the mountain. Let Kisii just give their backing, but they should not be the driving force behind Matiang'i. And from those photos again, I won't be wrong to say that the opposition might have reached out to Matiang'i. And they have reached out to Matiang'i because they have also seen that Matiang'i might be a stronger candidate who can easily contest and win against Ruto. But should the opposition make a mistake of splitting, then they are giving William Ruto a second term. The only weapon they have is for them to hold together and face William Ruto as a solid, one united opposition. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.